Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this session and appreciate the organizer for having me here today. Before I begin, let's have a short introduction of myself. I'm Sebastian, currently with a MNC as a cybersecurity consultant. Has been in this industry for more than a decade. And today I'm very grateful to be able to share with you my personal thoughts and experience in this sector. And if you are looking for a mid-career switch, how can you better prepare yourself, right? So I shall begin with the current pandemic situation. We see that a lot of businesses are facing challenges, especially in securing their data when the majority of their workforce are working from home. Why is that so? If you're not really sure about cybersecurity, is that when you work from home, you are not really adequately protected. When you need to access certain data, the hackers may able to intercept the communication between you and the company server. That's a so-called a short introduction of why is it the impact on securing the company business, right? So with this, we see a huge wave of cyber attacks in year 2020 onwards, right? And in fact, it will be double the amount in year 2021, and I believe this situation will go on even more. And how does that impact the global resources? In the traditionally there is already a global resource shortage for the cybersecurity skill set, and with this situation coming about, a lot of cyber resources are in demand, I would say. And you question that will company be spending their budget on cybersecurity? Actually, I would say yes. You know why? Because the impact of getting a breach or repairing a breach is much heavier. The I would say the dollar value is much higher than investing in cybersecurity components to mitigate the risk. Yeah, that's why we see a lot of companies are spending more on the cybersecurity business, and I will see that this sector is booming, right? The only thing I see that is not booming is when there's no attacks at all, right? So it's about the supply and demand. Okay, so and in the there's a myth is that cybersecurity is a cost center for organization, but I personally would say that it's a revenue generator. In fact, you know why? Because a lot of companies are sometimes holding back their digitalization initiative because of the cybersecurity concern. So if they input the cybersecurity measures in place, they are able to step forward to able to scale their business and expand their revenue. That's why I say that cybersecurity is a revenue enabler instead of a cost center, right? So with this surge in cyber attack globally, there's a huge impact on the demand for cybersecurity manpower, especially in Singapore, where there is a legacy of limited cybersecurity resources. In other words, there's a lot of job opportunities for the people out there if they are considering a mid-career switch. And in cybersecurity sector, it's very open to crossover from different industry. I would say why? Because it's very encouraging to see different angle and different perspective of mindset from different industry. For example, if you are now working in logistics and you like to consider changing to the cybersecurity industry, it will bring your domain knowledge in the logistic to the cybersecurity industry, so that when you have a cybersecurity client which is in the logistic sector, you are be excuse me, you will be able to better protect, a bit better articulate, I would say, better articulate to the customer, and also better design on the cybersecurity architecture, right? Because you have the previous domain knowledge about it, right? And with this, I would say that there's a trade-off, of course, if you are considering a mid-career switch. What are the trade-off? Of course, when you go to something new, there's a trade-off on the monetary terms. So beside the monetary terms, there's a thing that you need to do is to be committed to get the skill set up. And it's a huge learning curve, I would say. But it's not impossible. I would say that it's not impossible because in the papers, there are published reports or published successful case study on people that are able to successfully cross over and doing very well. But of course, initially it is a bit of a tough call to be able to get up your skill set up to the level. But in the end, it'll be rewarding, right? So be it local or foreigners, there'll be always a lot of opportunity in the cybersecurity industry, and is available for everyone. I would say for the next 5 to 10 years, this industry is still there, unless I mentioned before, unless we don't see any cyber attack, or when the cyber attack goes down and everything is peacetime. So this industry may be not relevant anymore, right? So let's say if you are interested into getting into this cybersecurity journey, my advice is to get, not necessarily you need to go into the big companies. You can start off with boutique companies where actually, in fact, I find that a lot of boutique companies offer a lot of great exposure, wider exposure than the MNC. But of course, MNC, there are pros and cons also, and also for boutique companies there are also pros and cons. But most important thing is to find a great mentor, a mentor that is able to fulfill all these criteria. For example, firstly, able to share with you their experience and guide you along, right? And another thing you to look out for a mentor is that the mentor would need to have a wide exposure of cybersecurity experience, because in cybersecurity there are a lot of sub-domain, I would say sub-expertise. For example, you can be either a penetration tester, auditor, or a cybersecurity researcher, a malware analyst, or even a SOC analyst, right? There are many sub-domain expertise inside there. So you need to go into it with a good fundamental, starting from ground zero. You need to start from ground zero, build your fundamentals correctly, the basic fundamentals and knowledge, and able to get a wide exposure of cybersecurity skill set. And after that, you split out to what are your interests to specialize in. Of course, a good mentor will be a stepping stone and a great help for your career growth in this area, right? So that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and wishing everyone well and stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye.